The next speaker is Viktor Viktorovich, Deputy General Director of Geoproject Russia. He will talk about complex geoinformation solutions of Geoproject. Good afternoon, distinguished participants. This is the first time in my 15 years of attending RACUS conferences that I deliver a commercial talk rather than a company talk. Let me go back a few slides, if possible. I want to introduce you to a new player in the game in Russia. It just so happened that Inaterra staff entered the Geoproject team, bringing its many years of expertise, bringing its many partners and customers. So now we have another company working in Russia that is dealing with geoinformation solutions. So I wanted to introduce you to Geoproject. Although Geoproject company is new to remote sensing data, it is not a stranger to Russian market in general. It includes several companies: Geoproject, Tula Geoproject, and the Association of Professionals of Topographic Service. The company celebrated 15th years this May, and it already has rich experience in aerial survey and engineering surveys. It uses a fleet of machinery for engineering surveys that includes geological, ecological, and other areas. It has a fleet of drones as well. At the moment it's Geoscan, but we are planning to purchase XR with vertical liftoff. Using these drones in Vietnam, we encountered a problem of leaking batteries in high temperatures of South Vietnam. We brought a maintenance team in, but they couldn't fix it. And only then we realized that by using them in Kyrgyzstan, they invented special heat or cooling off cases for their equipment. Any aerial survey, with drones or without, using lasers or not, is something that Geoproject has already been doing before we joined them. To avoid talking about Airbus and Maxar, key sponsors of this conference, I would like to pay more attention now to other partners of ours. In particular, Geoinformation Systems Unitary Enterprise from Belarus. I think we've done an impressive amount of work this year. More than 300,000 square kilometers from Belarusian satellite were loaded to Geoproject, and the data was used for mapping projects and for monitoring. Next player in the remote sensing market is our Armenian colleague, Armenian partner. In the fall 2017, Space National Agency was created in Armenia. This year they modernized, upgraded Skynex station in Yerevan. Roscosmos launched a ground data processing center, including to cover and service Russian satellites. This is the range of that station. So we have a cooperation agreement with joint stock company Geocosmos. Other partners don't deserve to be ignored, even though this alliance includes our colleagues from Belarus, Kazakhstan, then is Dubai Sat. At the moment there are 7 satellites in Pan-Geo Alliance, satellites featuring different resolutions, and you can survey enormous territories. This is how Kazakhstan territory was covered in 7 days with this constellation alliance of satellites. Even though we are a recent addition to Geoproject, we managed to contribute to a significant project implemented in Russia. The project is about establishing a Russian domestic security system. What we did was cover territories of 6 countries of Southeast Asia and Australia. Korea is not part of the project yet, but I think it will be included. What did we do? Seamless or basic mosaics for Sentinel and Landsat. That were put over digital elevation models that were created using free modules. We filled all the gaps, so we have a seamless DEM for territories of 6 countries. We also surveyed hundreds of airports with 0.3 meter resolution by courtesy of Digital Globe, because they're the only one who can boast this resolution at the moment. And this is how we created elevations for the DEM for these states. Last year, I made a presentation at Rakos conference on remote sensing data applications in geology. But techniques continue to develop, and recently Digital Globe satellite started using SWIR channel, which increases the effectiveness of geological survey explorations. And we've done quite a bit of surveys in this field. I have received an update from the Digital Globe on gold mine fields in Mali. A contract has been signed with Zarubezh Geologia to use remote sensing data. Trainings of international partners of Zarubezh Geologia are conducted on a regular basis. Last week, training was provided to Sudanese geologists. And finally, as I mentioned earlier, there is a non-commercial partnership associated with Geoproject, I call upon you to partake in this association of professionals, of topographic workers. This partnership goes beyond military domain. It includes land surveyors, mappers, and my appeal goes not only to Russian companies but also to international ones, because the partnership includes Kyrgyzia, Armenia, and even Vietnam as its members. Let's unite. Let's help each other solve problems, including as part of this association. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. A brief but very informative presentation. Your questions, comrades? Victor, you mentioned cooperation with Armenian geospace. How are they doing? How are they developing? I mean, things are not hunky-dory there. There is shortage of professionals, limited experience. Actually, our agreement will provide advice and consultations to them. There are difficulties, there are challenges, lack of experience mostly, but steadily they will be coming by some experience with our assistance. My question is about this partnership. We still have time. What is it for?
Tell us about the advantages for the members. Initially, we established an organization as a professional association, with one of the functions being the expert reviews. Like, the organization is accredited at the Defense Ministry as an organization capable of doing geoinformation work. We had such a work with our owners, together with the Rukurs company, and the partners actively work in the Public Association of Ross Registry. The president of the partnership is a member of the board, Sergei Ivanov, and the task is what? We're a bit ashamed to speak about it, but the economic crisis had an effect, and the dozens of organizations have left the market. And we are calling them to help each other. It's better to help each other than die single-handedly and individually. Yes, it's true. Thank you. Will there be further questions? Thank you.